Perfect. Okay, looks good, right? Now we want multiple of these. Okay, scrolling inside of scrolling, when you scroll, it should scroll vertically, but right now this is not scrolling, right? It doesn't scroll right now, right? To do so, what you want to do is select everything that needs to scroll, right? Select all of these things. So there are 2 feeds and the stories and so on. You don't want the status bar to scroll, so select the ones that you need to scroll, that you want them to scroll, right? And then add auto layout to that whole thing. Wrap the whole everything in an auto layout. Okay, and rename it to wrapper. Make sure you have clip content selected. It is fill container horizontally and vertically. Okay, once you have that done, you go to prototype, select overflow to vertical. So what's happening here is that the wrapper is basically this tall, right? The size of the wrapper is this, but then the content inside is way beyond the size of the wrapper. You see this purple lines, it's basically showing the content outside, going beyond the wrapper, the size of the wrapper. So what happens is when the content inside of the wrapper is larger than the wrapper itself, things will scroll. Okay, so you have vertical scroll, and now you click on there. If you preview this, you see that things are scrolling. Okay, there you go. We have that ready. Now, how about the navigation bar and the home indicator? It's here, right? They don't scroll. So what you need to keep in mind is that things that don't scroll are outside of the wrapper. Okay, it's inside the screen template but outside of the wrapper. So that's what we need to do. So let's go ahead and create this navigation bar. To create the navigation bar, I need this home. Let me go to design first, this and that. Oh, and actually this feed needs to be an organism. This is also an organism. We'll come to that later. So the last thing I need is this. And this is an organism too. Okay, so this is the menu. So I have all the instances of these icons, right? Now what I'm going to do is add auto layout, right? So everything is in auto layout. I'm going to rename this to nav bar, okay, and create this as a component because we will be using this nav bar in multiple screens. So to do that, we need an instance of this nav bar. So we are creating this as a nav bar component. Okay, so gap between items, I'm going to say auto, and padding 8 pixels, or maybe 16. Let's see. Oh, that's too much. Maybe 12. Okay. So this is a nav bar, and we want 16 pixels padding left and right. So there you go. So it will look something like that. Now to add this in the screen, we need its instance, which is this. And now I'll carefully add the nav bar outside of the wrapper, but within the screen template. See, there you go. The nav bar is here, right? And now we need to make sure that it has a fill container. Looks perfect. Okay, now home indicator, right? I already have it here. I'm gonna say Command C and Command V. Oops, not that. I'm gonna just drag this here, and now I will also drag and drop it right underneath of this navigation bar. Okay, and both of these navigation bar, the nav bar and the home indicator, they are both outside of the wrapper, which means that they won't scroll. So let's go ahead, fill container. There you go. Okay, now if we try this out, voila, it's ready. Okay, now we just created a template. Now we want to actually create pages, and we don't want to have all the things in the template. Okay, let's just have one of this feed in this template. Now we want to create a page, and pages are basically copies of templates with actual content, right? So to create a page, you simply copy the template. So if you want to create a home page, I'm gonna copy this screen template, home screen template. I'm gonna rename this to home screen. Okay, this is the home screen, and now what I want to do is I want to change some of these stuffs. Like if I want to change the image of this kitty, what I can do is I can go to the profile pic. I can just expand this this instance, go to the layer where the image is, and then simply choose an image and get it from the image in your system. I don't have any images here, so let me just search for some images. All right. Okay, I will go ahead and add these. Oh, AV it doesn't support that image. Okay, doesn't matter. I have some more, right? Okay, crop, I'll say fill, right? Similarly here, I'm gonna go ahead and choose image, say fill. Okay, so that's how you change the images in an instance. Let's say if I want to change an image, you go to this instance, right? Profile pic kitty, and there is another way of doing this as well, but we'll learn that maybe in the next class. Okay. And I'm using that fill because so that it doesn't get, it doesn't look disproportionate. If you do like crop, didn't look good, but now yeah, you want to say fill or fit or whatever the option that works for you. All right. Okay, now you can do the same thing with these posts, right? Command C, Command V. I have 3 feed posts. Let's say I have 3 feed posts here, right? This is 1, 2, and 3. Now it's very hard for you to make those changes without being able to see them. So how do you do that? One way to do this is you turn them off, right? And in the first one, I'm going to say this one here, and I'm going to use that. Okay. Here, we'll go ahead and say choose image, and there you go. Right? Okay, you do that. One image is replaced. Now then you can turn that off, turn the other one on. Here, there. Okay. Right, turn it on. So this is the final one. All right. So there you go. So once you have done that for all the instances, now you can see that reflected in your prototype. Cool. All right, great. Now, the next thing that we learned in our last class is the overlay. So in Instagram, when you click on this icon, right, this icon, it gives you a pop-up or the overlay on your screen. It allows you to share and do a lot of all kinds of things. In Android, the phone that I use, it looks something like this, right? I renamed it as Share Panel. Okay. Yeah, and this panel has, instances of this component, that component, and other components. Okay, so we have this panel, and we want to create an interaction that actually that allows users to click on this these three dots, and this panel shows up. And you want that to happen in any feed instance in this page, right? So instead of going through each one of these icons in the feeds that you have in this page, home screen, right? What you can simply do is add that interaction in this feed component, and then it'll reflect in all the instances in your home screen. Okay, so to do so, what we want to do is we want to select this icon where the user will click, go to prototype, right? And when you have this prototype, you can start linking things. So you do this, drag and drop it in the share panel. Okay, on click, you want to say open overlay. Instead of instant, you want to say move in, bottom up, right? And you want it bottom centered. You want some background. I'll leave it as the default one, and that's it. And when clicking outside, you want this share panel to go away. All right, let's try that out. You go to the home screen, and if you see, even though we didn't add these links, because these links were added to the component, these links are automatically created. All right. Okay, now let's see what happens. So we have the screen, and then when you click on that, it shows up. Click outside, it goes away. Click here, comes up, goes away. Click here, comes up, goes away. All right. Now, we also want to have an interaction. We also want to create an interaction where when users swipes this down or slides this down, right, it goes away. So to do that, what you want to do is you want to do this. Okay, on drag, navigate to home screen, move out, and from top to bottom. Okay, and that's it. Let's play this. Have that. Okay, now if I drag it, there you go. Look, right? So yeah, it works on all the icons. There you go. Okay, this is linking and overlay. Now imagine you have multiple pages. Let's say I actually have designed the profile page, so I'm just gonna get the profile page, right? Let's say you have a profile page. Okay. Doesn't, the size doesn't match, so let's get rid of that. Okay, this is, let's say this is the home screen. Oops. Let's say we have the profile screen. I'm sorry. Here we have, okay, profile screen. Okay, let's say this is the profile screen we have. And now when a user clicks on this icon, right, from anywhere in the page, in the app, when user clicks on this, it should go to this profile screen. So to do that, you again go to the navbar, go to prototype, and then you drag and drop it there. Okay, so on click, navigate to home screen. I'm sorry, this should say profile screen. Okay, now on navigate, go to profile screen. Instead of move out and that, you want to say instant. You want, as soon as user clicks on that, it instantly go to this screen. Okay, and you also want to create the link from the home icon to this screen, because obviously you want, whenever user clicks on the home icon in your app, you want them to go to the home screen. So what you want to do is you want to select this icon right in the component, and then simply drag and drop it there. Okay, navigate to, on click, navigate to home screen, instant. There you go. So, and if you look at this, look, all the links are being created, right? They are there. Okay, let's try it out. Okay, the scrolling is working fine. The scrolling is working fine. The layout is working good. And now let's say if you click on the profile, it goes to the profile screen. From the profile, if you click on the home screen, it goes to the home screen. Okay,